So today there's not really gonna be any fitness in this video. I'm kind of running low on time, and I want to talk about makeup today. Now, historically, my makeup videos, my videos about makeup, get the least amount of views, the least amount of interaction out of all my videos. That's okay. My channel is definitely a fitness, lifestyle, health type channel, but I don't want to be like sucked into like the vortex that a lot of fitness people fall into, where like suddenly nothing in their life matters anymore and they have no other hobbies other than just fitness. When makeup is my hobby and I'm super girly and I love it, and I just want to talk about makeup today. Specifically, I want to talk about drugstore makeup. Now, I think I've mentioned recently that like dieting makes me extra spendy, where I just want to like buy things. It's because I can't eat my feelings, I want to buy my feelings. So I've been buying drugstore items because I'm like, oh, it's kind of a big deal if I drop $50 on a palette at Sephora, but it's less of a big deal if I spend $10 on a blush at CVS. So yeah, with that being said, I'm just gonna show you guys some of the stuff that I've been getting lately and tell you kind of my first impressions with it. And I will start with face stuff. So I just got this foundation and I snapped about it earlier, and I at first really loved it. I'm wearing it right now. It's the Maybelline Dream Velvet foundation. Now, I really liked it first impression when I put it on. It made my whole face look so smooth and airbrushed, and I loved it. And it's supposed to be hydrating, although I have dry skin and I did not feel like this was hydrating at all. But now I'm looking in the mirror up close and I feel like it's a little bit like sitting on the dry patches that I have right here. So maybe I just need to use like more like of a moisturizing primer. But all in all, I still think I really like this. I still think it's gonna be a nice item. It's very high coverage. It's higher coverage than the Maybelline Fit Me, which is what I normally have been using lately. So I think I like this. Next, I have the Maybelline, lots of Maybelline stuff. Maybelline's probably my favorite drugstore brand, by the way. This is the Dream Lumi Touch Highlighting Concealer. This is what it looks like. I think I got it in the Radiance color. The color Radiance is like, it has pinky undertones, which when I put it on my face, I kind of put it like under eye area, right here, places like that to brighten it up. When I put it on my face, it was kind of pink, and I was like, oh, that's weird. Let me see if I can like put it on my hand and show you guys. Do you see how pink that looks? But I think it does kind of like a color correcting thing, which when I like blend it out, it looks really bright. It does not look pink at all. I like this. Next, I have a face brightening powder. Now, this is by Sonia, Kashiuk, which I think you can only get at Target. It's just like maybe like a technically translucent powder. It's a loose powder and it's white. And I don't know if it's kind of shimmery though. I don't know if you can necessarily see that, but it definitely has a little bit of shimmer to it. So I don't know if I'd necessarily use that as like an overall face powder, but I've been using it like, you know, on top of this area a little bit here, dusting around here. It's not shimmery like a highlighter, but it definitely is not like it completely matte like a normal face powder, but I like it. I'm like obsessed with like highlighting the bejesus out of my face and letting it sparkle and shine. So this stuff is actually kind of cool, and I am excited to play around with it a little bit more. I think it was like $14 from Target, so a little bit more expensive for a drugstore item, but I think this is very similar to some Laura Mercier powders, which are like $40, so I'll spend $15. Next, okay, so I'm obsessed with Physicians Formula. I don't know what has happened to me, but I've started buying a lot of Physicians Formula lately, a lot of their bronzers and stuff like that. So I bought this. It's the Shimmer Strip in, I think, what's this? Wakiki Strip. It's a peachy glow bronzer, and I'm sorry, look how beautiful that is. Are you joking me? So it's got your typical like bronzy colors, and it just depends on where you're swatching. I kind of like swatched right there. But you see like here's like more of like a darker brown, here's like a very coppery bronze, and here's more of like a highlight color. So this is very versatile. You could use this as a bronzer, you could use this as your highlight, these colors here. I kind of have this like dusted on my cheeks a little bit today. You could probably use this as eyeshadow, like let's be real, these are beautiful colors. Let me see if I can, oh yeah. Color payoff is good. They're very buttery. Physicians Formula is a little bit more of an expensive drugstore brand as well. I think this was probably $13 or $14, but the product is like always amazing. Their formulas are always really nice. These to me are like high high-end quality, so they're worth the money to me, and I really, really like this. All right, I have 2 blushes for you guys. I got this. This is the Wet n Wild Ombre blush. Beautiful, right? So it's like kind of a pinky purple. The shade is in a purple haze. Yes, so yeah, there, that's kind of the more accurate depiction of what it actually looks like. So this is super purple, and I would probably never use quite that bottom part of the blush, but it looks more purple than it comes across on screen. One of my favorite blushes to wear, especially in the springtime, is just like a really bright, pretty, sheer pink color like this. And it just adds so much life to your face, especially when you have a tan. Just having like a pretty dusting of light pink, it just makes you look awake and fresh and pretty, and I love it. So this, and I love Wet n Wild formula too. They're super cheap. This was like maybe $3 or $4 at Target, and totally worth it in my opinion. I love it. And then the next blush, which I've not had a chance to try yet, and it's kind of a crazy color, but it's from the brand Essence, which is like another really cheap brand that I've seen at Ulta, and now I've seen at Target. And this is in the shade Heat Wave, but yeah, a little bit nuts, but I couldn't resist. How fun is that? This is a shade that I love. I used to have some sort of like dark red color, and it was so fun in my opinion. I love wearing this in the summer when I am tan. Just like a little bit of like this color, or like a little bit of the orange. It sounds nuts, but that with like kind of like a neutral eye and like a fun, pretty, like soft baby pink lip. This is just so pretty and fun in my opinion, as long as you like use with caution. So I've not used this yet, but I'm excited to. I usually like this stuff from Essence for as cheap as it is. I usually have good luck with that stuff. So yeah, am I nuts for buying this? I don't care, I love it. Next, we have something from a brand called Makeup Revolution London. Now this is a newer brand that I've seen at like Ulta a little bit. Yeah, pretty much just Ulta, and I've been kind of nervous to try them, but I couldn't resist. You guys, I said in a recent video, like I just am obsessed with bronzers and like bronzing my whole face up, so I had to buy this. It's got a bunch of bronzers, contour colors, highlighters, stuff like that. And I've actually tried this a few times now, and I really like it. Like the colors are just really nice, really diverse, really blendable. There's some of them for you. Let me see if we can like, bloop. I got some of that on my jacket, but oh well. Yeah, blendable, really nice. I've used these a few times, and this is just like, it's nice to have this many options in a palette, especially that since I do makeup for other people for like shows and stuff like that and other events, it's nice to have a palette with options. And because I get spray tans and then I'm back to being white and then I get tan in the summer, it's nice to have different options for bronzer, because sometimes stuff is too dark for me, sometimes it's too light, etc. So yeah, I really like this. The quality is definitely there, and it was $15 for this whole palette, so yeah, I'm impressed so far with this brand. Oh, and I forgot, I also got a highlighter from that same brand. It's a Vivid Baked highlighter, and it's in the shade Peach Lights, and it's kind of like a, I don't even know if I would call that peach, because when I think of peach, I think of like Jaclyn Hill's Champagne Pop. This is more like pink to me. It's like a frosty pink in my opinion. I wouldn't even say there's any gold in there at all. It's like a holographic almost. Let me see if I can like, but yeah, it's pretty, I wanna say it's pretty sheer, and it takes a little bit to like build up, but I don't necessarily mind that because I can go overboard with highlighters, especially one like Champagne Pop that's like super pigmented. Yeah, it's really easy for me to just like accidentally take a bath in that and then be like, whoops, guess I'm gonna be like glittery from head to toe today. So this one takes a little bit of a heavier hand, which I don't mind. But yeah, I'm like obsessed. I just became obsessed with highlighters after getting the Becca Cosmetics Champagne Pop, because I never used a highlighter before that, and my friend Lindsay convinced me to get it, and it was $38. Oh my god, it was so expensive, but it's so pretty, and like now I love highlighting, and it makes me feel like just like glow. I'm beautiful. Okay, we're cruising. We're almost done, I swear, kinda. I just picked these up from Physicians Formula as well. They're these little, they're technically gel liners but can be used as shadows. I've only used them as shadows, and I've only used this one so far. But it's what's on my eyeballs today, like on my lid. I don't even know if you guys can see that or not. But here's the product. It's a little bit like, it does not feel like a gel product at all, but look at that color. Oh, it's so pretty. But when you swatch it, like when you actually start applying it to your eye, it's not very opaque, but it's very shimmery. It's almost like glittery. And so what I've been using is I've been taking a brush and spraying it with MAC Fix Plus to kind of wet the brush, and then I've been putting it on here to try to make it a little, like, I don't know if you guys can see my eyes at all, but just to make it transfer to my lid a little bit better and not be so sheer, because yeah, it's hard to build it up to be perfectly opaque, but it definitely packs a punch. And I haven't even tried the two other colors. They're more of like a champagne-y color, and then I don't know, like a pewter color, a brown color. But I like these. Again, these were like $12.99 for like the set of 3, but not a bad price. And I love shimmer. I love shimmer on my eyeballs. I love it. And I feel like I can never find stuff that actually packs the kind of punch that I'm looking for with my eye makeup. So I'm pleased with those products so far. All right, I have 2 eyeliners for you guys. One is just one that it's just a repurchase of one I already have. It's the Milani Liquid Eye. I feel like I've talked about this in like tutorials before, but it's like a super dark kohl type liner. It's like greasy, it's dark, it's black. It stays on your under eye all freaking day. Like if you draw on your hand with this and try and smudge it, it's not going anywhere. So if you're looking for like a dark liner, this is my go-to. Now it has a weird tip. It's not like a normal, I think it's harder to sharpen, and because it's so greasy, it doesn't stay super sharp. So I would not recommend this for like a winged liner, but just for a normal like line in your eye or whatever, this is amazing for like a long-lasting product. I don't even think they say it's waterproof, but it's smudge-proof. And it's amazing. Now here's a product from Physicians Formula that I'm not totally thrilled with, and I've never heard anything about it before. I kind of just got it on a whim because I love, obviously, my liquid liners. I had used 2 that I'm like really in love with, but I just wanted to try this out because I thought it was so cute, and I really, really liked just how pointed the little applicator was. Like, come on, that's sweet. But it's like, not, do you see that? It's like not that dark. It goes on pretty sheer, and you kind of have to build it up and use a lot of product to make it like actually dark black. And so I'm wearing this today, and if I have the patience for this product, I'm gonna like it, because when it dries, it does dry really, really black, and it's very easy to create a wing with. It's easier than the other items that I have, like the other eyeliners that I use, the liquid liners. But yeah, you gotta be patient with this because you have to like build up the liner. And thankfully I'm pretty patient with my makeup, and I take like 30 minutes applying it every morning because it's fun for me. But for the average person, I don't know if I would necessarily recommend this. It's gonna probably be more trouble than it's worth, so yeah. All right, lashes. You guys know I'm obsessed with lashes. So here's 2 that I picked up from Revlon. These are, I haven't seen these before. I just saw them in Walmart and I thought that they were neat. But here they are. Do you see these ones kind of like go in small on the inner eye and then become larger? And these kind of do the same, but they're kind of longer overall and are just a little bit more voluminous and like thicker towards the lash line. I got these just to kind of play with them myself and see how I like them. These are probably the kind of lashes that I would use on a client who was competing. Out of the 2 of them, I'd probably go with this one because they're a little bit darker near the lash line, and they're gonna give you like that really like thick lash, like doe-eyed look. So that's probably what I would choose. And that one is, they only give you like numbers in the corner. So that's the Revlon 91306. 91306. And the one that's like a little bit more for day-to-day wear is 91303. So yeah, just pick these up. These, I think that they're probably newer because I haven't seen them around. And then I picked up another set of lashes, which I love. These are like perfect competition lashes. They're Studio FX lashes by Ardell in the number 105. They say they're customized by a makeup artist, and it looks like they were like doubled up almost. Like they're just really, really thick, pretty natural looking lashes. And I've worn these the first like 2 or 3 days of vlogging in April. I was wearing these, and you guys kept saying like, what are your lashes? What lashes are you wearing? I was wearing these, and they're like natural-ish, but they're dramatic. They're dramatic without being like costumey, in my opinion. Maybe you guys were like, those are a lot, Lynette, but I liked them. I thought they were really, really cool. So yes, okay, last 2 products from Essence. 2 little technically liquid lipsticks, but they definitely apply like a gloss and stay glossy. I'm wearing this one right now on my lips and I like it. These are by Essence, I think I said. I got them from Ulta and I think they were $3.29 each. You like cannot beat that. That's amazing. Pretty colors. I definitely go for more of like a nude colored lip in the springtime. In the winter, I was totally all about like dark moody lips. Like think Lolita by Kat Von D, like that was my jam and I wore that as much as I possibly could. But for spring, all about them pretty pink lips. So definitely love these two colors here. What shades are these? These are Color Party and this darker one is in Beauty Secret. So I just picked these up. I think that these are possibly newer. They had a bunch of shades that looked really, really pretty. These definitely have my vote so far. I definitely like them. All right, guys, my camera's about to die, so that's gonna be it for this. Probably should answer a question that you guys have asked, shouldn't I?